NBC 39 News at 10 is brought to you by Physicians Quality Care, where we treat you like family. 2 locations, open 7 days a week. Now, from your hometown news team in the heart of downtown Jackson, this is NBC 39 News at 10.
Good evening and thank you for tuning in to NBC 39 News. I'm Meredith Mitchell.
And I'm Josh Egbert. The University of Memphis is the first higher education institute in the country to partner with the scholarship program Folds of Honor. This scholarship grants dependents and spouses of fallen veterans and disabled veterans up to $5,000 toward their tuition. And then the University of Memphis will bridge the gap, making it a tuition-free opportunity. Vice Provost of the University of Memphis at Lambeth says this is their gesture of appreciation.
What higher education, I think, is doing is saying, you know, thank you. These people have given their lives in service and paid a debt for our freedom, and you know, I think it's the least we could do.
Reddick says he hopes this will help their campus welcome students from across the nation, dependents and spouses of fallen soldiers and disabled veterans who are interested are encouraged to contact Enrollment Services to start that application process.
Now, your first weather.
Well, good evening on this Monday. Meteorologist Andrew Kozak here, tracking temperatures in the 70s, even a few 80s. Nashville 81, Savannah coming in at 81, Jackson at 80 degrees. So a kind of a steamy evening up ahead. We're going to continue to see partly cloudy skies, a slight chance of a shower or a rumble of thunder. The better chances, though, will, of course, for the remainder of the week be in the afternoon. The other top headline, of course, the dew point. It is not comfortable outside. Camp temperatures are not only in the 80s, but the dew points are in the 70s, which means we're very steamy. Translation, uncomfortable. You need to be inside with air conditioning. Obviously, you're going to need to try to find a way to cool down with all of those steamy conditions that not only are going to stay with us overnight, but then, of course, get even worse during the day. Your planner for tomorrow is showing a temperature of 89 for your high, 84 at lunchtime, 87 at 5 o'clock. That's your planner for tomorrow. These temperatures in the 80s go back up into the 90s. Coming up, a look at the heat, the humidity, and your next chance of thunderstorms. All of that and much more in your full forecast in just a few short minutes.
All right, Andrew, thank you so much. Well, whether you remember him as a radio personality, a community activist, a singer, or even a speaker, many took time to honor and remember Conrad DeLaney.
As NBC 39's Camila Reda tells us, she has more.
Conrad DeLaney passed away just last week at 74 years old from a heart attack while on vacation with his wife. Today, he was remembered by many through song and prayer. The parking lot behind me is completely full as people of the community gather for the funeral of Conrad DeLaney. His son, Todd DeLaney, says his father never met a stranger and loved everyone.
Just the last couple of days it's just been an outpouring of love and support from this community for my dad, and it's just shown what we already knew.
DeLaney was well known around West Tennessee for his radio show on 104.1. His family says the personality that the community met on the show was the same person he was at home and on the street. DeLaney was also well known for his involvement in the community and his fight against child abuse.
He was always there at the telethons.
His son says there is no way he could ever fill his father's shoes, but he will keep his spirit of love alive by living out the positive traits he displayed every single day. He shares a piece of advice so others can live in the positive way his father did.
Life's going to throw a lot at you. It's going to happen. Don't let it knock you down.
For NBC 39 News, I'm Camila Rueda.
No insurance, no problem. After 2.5 years of preparation, Helping Hands of Tennessee is finally opening on Highland Avenue. From dental services to Medicare assistance and even eyeglasses, as well as hearing aids, Helping Hands provides affordable and even no-cost health services to those in need. Some can even qualify for services while making 300% more than the poverty level, because their goal is to help as many people as possible.
We're talking about veterans who need help. We're talking about single parents. We're talking about people who have been on alcohol, substance abuse to get that assistance, or people who just have low income who need an extra helping hand. And that's what Helping Hands is all about.
The nonprofit is striving to collaborate with as many agencies as possible and decrease health disparities in West Tennessee. If you are interested in their health care services, you can just give them a call or visit their brand new location.
Well, tonight is the first Made in Tennessee Monday, a new series here at NBC 39 where we highlight local business and products that are located right here in West Tennessee.
NBC 39's Jackson Overstreet has more on tonight's featured business, the Rustic Plaque Company in Trenton.
For Justin Scott, a simple request 4 years ago from a friend to build some unique wooden furniture for her husband's new man cave began a new career.
And didn't think anything about it. And within a week, I had 4 or 5 people call me after they had been to a party at his house and ask about me making them one.
In that moment, the Rustic Plaque Company was born.
We were trying to figure out, what to do now because all of a sudden the orders just came flowing in. The first month, we probably sold 700 or 800 pieces in the first month. And this was out of my dad's garage, my basement.
The company now turns out roughly 200 pieces a day to be shipped across the world. But just as important as the product for the Rustic Plaque Company is the people. The entire 50-plus person staff at the company is either a military veteran or a family member of a veteran.
There is a great work ethic amongst the veteran community that I feel is untapped in a lot of regions. There are a ton of veterans in West Tennessee.
For some of the employees at Rustic Plaque, working next to other veterans gives the company a unique camaraderie.
Well, all the veterans here have war stories. So it's kind of easy for them to talk to somebody that knows the same lingo.
And for Justin and his crew here at Rustic Plaque Company, their attention to detail comes from a greater appreciation of the symbols that they are working with.
To a veteran, they recognize the emblems, they recognize the insignias. Now we're careful with it. Now that this artwork means something to us.
For NBC 39 News, I'm Jackson Overstreet.
If you know of a Tennessee-made product or company that you think should be featured in an upcoming Made in Tennessee on Mondays, please email us at news@nbc39tv.com or just visit our website, WNBJTV.com.
In consumer news tonight, gas prices continue to rise. The nationwide average for a gallon of gas is now $3.01. That's up less than 2 cents in the past 3 weeks. Industry analysts say oil prices are going down and refineries passing down much of that savings. The Organization for Petroleum Exporting Countries, or OPEC, meets in less than 2 weeks. If OPEC and Russia announce an expansion of oil production at that meeting, prices could go down.
A Tennessee 6-year-old set up a lemonade stand right outside her home in Mount Juliet.
The goal was to raise money for the family of Dickson County Sheriff's Deputy Daniel Baker, who was killed in the line of duty last month. And it didn't take long for word to spread. Edward Birch reports.
We raised $1,125
in less than 5 hours.
6-year-old Caroline Freeman Pichet loves helping people.
They can become my friends. I really wish that everybody in the whole world could help somebody.
That desire is only fitting given what she wants to be when she grows up.
A police officer.
She started up this lemonade stand to raise money for a charity of her choosing. Since she wants to be a police officer, she decided to help Sergeant Baker's family. Her stand quickly went viral.
7:30 a.m. we had 4 Mount Juliet police officers as our first customers. They were out there putting on social media, talking to other officers, telling other people to stop by.
And the money started rolling in.
1s, 10s, 20s, and 100s.
Mount Juliet police tweeted saying she touched all of our hearts today, and her compassion reminded us of the goodness in our world.
You know, as parents, you want your children to grow up doing the right thing and, doing nice things for people and making good choices and being helpful. And, she has learned a lot about helping people who need help.
Caroline's mother received a message from a woman in Dickson who saw this viral story on Facebook. She wants to help organize more youth lemonade stands to raise money, even more money for the Baker's family.
Well, the IHOP naming mystery has finally been solved. After a week of speculation, the restaurant chain, known for its all-day breakfast, announced this morning it's temporarily changing its name to IHOP, or International House of Burgers. The company admits the name change is a marketing campaign meant to promote the restaurant as a place to get lunch and dinner, not just breakfast and brunch. It's also adding several new burgers to the menu, including the Big Brunch Burger with bacon, a fried egg and browned potato on top. Some people correctly predicted the B would stand for burgers, but many others on Twitter and Facebook thought the B would stand for breakfast or bacon, because it's IHOP and you would think breakfast or bacon.
I thought it was going to be breakfast.
Not burgers.
I was wrong. Well, still to come on NBC 39 News, live at 10.
The Red Cross is beginning a new blood drive across the country. We'll tell you why major brands are losing the letters A, B, and O in their logos.